Hi, my name is Max Goff. As a Gen AI consultant for Mission Cloud, I often create proof of concepts for our customers to help them envision and create new features and functions for their applications using generative AI. A recent request was from a customer who was in the private equity investments business. In order to make better investment decisions, they routinely collect significant quantities of reports and news articles from all around the web about potential investment targets for their analysts to digest. Each of these reports range in size from a couple of paragraphs to several pages, with much of the pertinent information buried in financial jargon and numbers. In order to make their analysts more efficient, they asked if it would be possible to have a summary button the analysts could press to generate or retrieve a concise and accurate summary of an article in question. This is exactly the sort of problem Gen AI can solve. Starting with a dump from their database, we took several steps to clean and prepare the data for processing. In order to quickly provide a proof of concept, I took a rather small sample of their data from a few months in 2023. For that period alone, there were over 65,000 articles associated with various target firms, both public and private. I started with 10,000 of those. Each row of the data had the company name, the publication date, and a field called headline description, which contained the full copy of the article in question, including HTML tags. So the first task was to clean the data to eliminate the HTML tags. Once that was complete, I saved the clean data for another Python notebook to work on. This second notebook ingests the clean data and then sets up functions to produce summaries of the articles in question. For the sake of comparison, I ultimately took 32 of the 10,000 articles, picked them at random, and then used both the Bedrock Titan model from AWS and OpenAI's GPT 3.5 for comparison. I also used LangChain. Here's the function for the Titan model. This one relies on LangChain here because the context window for this particular model is a little smaller than the 16K we get with OpenAI, but by using LangChain, we can multiplex, we can use their MapReduce chain type in order to get the full report and still do a pretty decent job. And then here we're simply using the 16K context window or token window with ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo. And we set 32 as the number of samples. We randomly go through, pick some data, run the summary on both of those, save that in a new data frame, and then save that in a CSV file to be used by our Streamlit app so that we can view the data. So here's the Streamlit app. All we need to do is drag and drop our sample summaries, and it will load them. Now we can look at each of the resulting cells and see how well we did. So first, we're going to look at this first row. There's the Titan summary. And let's compare this with OpenAI. Let's look at the next one. OpenAI and Titan. Let's look at the descriptions on these. This is a relatively short one, but as we can see, some get longer, and some are pages of information. Let's see how well our summarizer did here. So for this particular one, Here's the Titan summary. And here we have OpenAI. So as you can see, they produce very different kinds of summaries, different results. Titan seems to be a little more concise. Titan seems to get straight to the point, answering the essence of the question. Where OpenAI provides a little more detail, maybe more detail than we want. It really depends on the needs of the customer. It depends on what their use case would have us deliver. It depends on what their desires are and their budget. So there you have it, a quick POC for their request to create a summary of these articles using large language models. Thank you.